The morning after Kate received her cancer diagnosis, a 15-minute conversation between William and Kate in their bedroom was automatically recorded by the house's smart system. The technical expert who discovered this intimate dialogue months later couldn't believe what he was hearing, because no one knew that a prince could cry like that or that a princess could be so strong. Kensington Palace's technical room was a place where time stood still. Dozens of monitors, thousands of cables, and constantly blinking LEDs formed the palace's digital nervous system. David Harrison, a senior technical expert who had been working there for 15 years, was doing routine system maintenance that morning. "Same procedures again," David muttered, typing rapidly on the keyboard. Checking the smart home system's audio recordings was part of the security protocols. Usually only noise filtering and quality control were performed. However, this morning, a file from March caught his attention. March 15, 0317, Master Bedroom, Audio, WAV. The file name looked simple, but its size surprised David. A 15-minute recording should normally be automatically deleted. Curious, he opened the file and put on his headphones. At first, there was only silence. Then he heard a familiar voice, Prince William's voice, but this was a tone he had never heard before, broken, trembling, desperate. "Kate, Kate, are you sleeping?" William's voice was like a whisper in the darkness of the night. David's heart raced. This wasn't something he should be listening to, but he couldn't bring himself to close the file. "No, I can't sleep," came Kate's voice. She sounded very different, too. Strong, determined, but also tired. David realized at that moment that he was witnessing a historical moment. This wasn't just a technical recording. This was the most intimate, most raw moment of two people. Kensington Palace's master bedroom was no different from an ordinary bedroom that night. Royal protocols, official ceremonies, cameras, none of them were there. Just two people in the darkness, face to face with the fear of losing each other. William was sitting on the edge of the bed, his hands in his hair, shoulders slumped, in a state no one had ever seen him in. Kate was sitting on the other side of the bed, looking at him. There was only a few centimeters of distance between them, but at that moment, it felt like they were miles apart. "William," Kate's voice echoed in the darkness. "Talk to me, please." William raised his head. His face was wet with tears. "How can I talk, Kate?" "How? When the doctor told me today, I thought I was dead." Kate reached for William's hand. "But I'm not dying. Do you understand? I'm here." "But what if—" William's voice broke. "What if I lose you? What if our children grow up without a mother? What if I—" "Stop," Kate said, her voice strengthening. "Stop, William. Now listen to me." David, from where he was listening with his headphones, held his breath. This was a conversation that no one should be listening to. But he couldn't stop now. Kate straightened up in bed. Her voice was like a guiding light in the darkness. "William, look at me. Look at me." William turned his eyes to Kate. There was a determination in his wife's face that he had never seen before. "I am Kate Middleton," Kate said, her voice now stronger. "I am a warrior. I am a mother. I am your wife, and I will defeat this disease." "But Kate—" "No buts!" Kate's voice sharpened. "Listen to me. We've been fighting together for 20 years. The press, protocols, pressures. We've overcome them all. This is just another battle." William held Kate's hand tightly. "But this is different. This could mean death." Kate took William's face in her hands. "Yes, it could. But what if it doesn't? What if I win this battle? What if our story isn't finished yet?" David, listening to this moment in the recording, noticed his eyes filling with tears. This wasn't the power of a princess. This was the power of a woman, a mother, a wife. William couldn't withstand Kate's words. Tears began to flow down his cheeks. "Kate, I'm so scared. I've never been this scared." Kate pulled William to her. "I know, my love. I know." If you disappear, William's voice was trembling, I'll disappear too. How will I be a father to our children? How will I serve the people? Without you, I'm nothing. Kate began stroking William's hair. But I'm not disappearing. I'm here. I'm here now. But what if the treatment doesn't work? William's voice was childlike in its desperation. What if the doctors are wrong? What if ... William, Kate held him tighter. Look at me. Right now, I'm healthy. Right now, I'm your wife, our children's mother. Right now, I'm here with you. William rested his head on Kate's shoulder. I love you so much, Kate. So much. I love you too. Kate's voice was full of compassion. And this love will get us through everything. David, listening to this scene, realized that a prince was also just an ordinary person. Fear, anxiety, love, these were emotions independent of royal crowns. How will we tell the children? William raised his head. George, Charlotte, Louis, they're so young. How will they understand that their mother is sick? Kate took a deep breath. We'll tell them in an age-appropriate way. We'll tell them the truth, but give them hope. But what if they overwhelm us with questions? What if they're scared at night? What if ... William, Kate's voice was calming. We are strong parents. We'll give them strength. We'll show them that as a family we can overcome anything. William squeezed Kate's hand. George asked me yesterday, why is Mommy sad? I didn't know what to answer. Kate smiled. If you tell him, Mommy's a little sick right now, but she's very strong, and we love her very much. That's enough. But what if you don't get better? William's voice broke again. What if our children grow up without a mother? Kate took William's face in her hands again. Then you'll continue to show them my love. You'll tell them my story. You'll tell them how strong their mother was. David, listening to this part, realized how universal parental fears were. Prince or ordinary person, it didn't matter. A parent's greatest fear is leaving their children behind. We discussed the treatment plan with the doctor. Kate changed the subject. 6 months of chemotherapy, then checkups. If the results look good, we'll return to our normal lives. William looked hopefully. Do you think it will really look good? The doctor mentioned an 80% success rate. Kate was trying to stay strong. That's a good rate. But what if we're in the 20%? Kate put her finger to William's lips to silence him. Number will stay positive. I'll be in the 80%. Because I'm strong, because you're with me, because I have so many reasons to live. William hugged Kate tightly. I'll be with you every step of the way, at hospital appointments, chemotherapy sessions, everything. I know, Kate stroked William's back. But you need to be strong too. The children need to see you strong. The people need to see you strong. How can I be strong without you? Not without me, Kate smiled. With me. I'm here. I'm fighting. You'll fight with me. David, listening to this part, understood what true love meant. This wasn't just love. This was supporting each other in life's most difficult moments. Do you remember, Kate's voice softened, the day we first met? William smiled. At St. Andrews. You were in that blue dress at the fashion show. I was so shy, Kate laughed. I didn't even know I was talking to a prince. I found you so beautiful. William kissed Kate's hand. I've loved you since that day. Kate looked at William's face. 20 years have passed. We've experienced so much. Marriage, children, responsibilities. But our love has never diminished. During that fashion show, William closed his eyes and remembered, when you came on stage, my heart was beating so fast that my friends next to me noticed. They said, Will, you can't breathe. Kate looked in amazement. Really? You never told me that. Because I was so embarrassed, William laughed. A 19-year-old prince couldn't breathe because of a girl. But at that moment, I felt my life was changing. Me too. Kate squeezed William's hand. But differently. When you looked at me, I felt beautiful for the first time. For the first time, I saw someone who was really looking at me. David, listening to this part, thought about how pure these two people's love story was. "What about our first date?" William continued. "When I asked you for coffee?" Kate burst out laughing. "You were so nervous. Your hands were sweaty. You kept touching your hair." "I had never been so excited in my life," William confessed, "because I was afraid of losing you. You were so special." "So were you," Kate caressed William's face. "But not just because you were a prince, because you were William. Kind, funny, a bit shy William." "My marriage proposal?" William smiled. "By that lake in Kenya?" Kate's eyes sparkled. "I'll never forget that moment. The sun was setting. You were so excited that you dropped the ring 3 times. "I was trying to speak, but my tongue was tied," William laughed, "because this was going to be the most important question of my life." "And I immediately said yes," Kate leaned on William's shoulder, "because I had been waiting years to hear that question from you." "Our wedding day," William continued, "at Westminster Abbey, when you were walking in that wedding dress?" Kate smiled. "You were so handsome that my legs were shaking while walking, but your eyes calmed me down." "I was shaking too," William confessed, "but from happiness, because I was marrying the love of my life." "Have you ever regretted it?" Kate looked into William's eyes. "For choosing me?" William took Kate's face in his hands. "Never, not once. You are the best decision of my life. You are my home, my peace, my everything." "I'll never leave you either," Kate kissed William's lips, "because you are the safest place in my heart." "That's why," William kissed Kate's forehead, "this disease can't separate us. Because our love is 20 years old. Because our love has been tested. Because our love is real." "Yes," Kate rested her head on William's chest. "Real love, and real love overcomes everything." David, listening to this romantic moment, understood what real love was. This wasn't like movie scenes. This was mature love, tested by real life's difficulties. This wasn't just passion, but deep commitment, mutual respect, and endless love. "Kate," William spoke in a trembling voice, "I need to confess something." Kate looked curiously. "What?" "When the doctor explained the situation to me," William looked away. "For a moment, I wanted to run away from you. I was so scared." Kate squeezed William's hand. "I understand." "Really?" William was surprised. "Aren't you angry?" "No," Kate smiled, "because you didn't run away. You're here. You're talking to me. This makes you strong." William looked at Kate with gratitude. "You're so strong. I feel so weak next to you." "No," Kate shook her head. "Your strength is different. You love me. You love our children. This love is the greatest strength." "But what if I'm not enough?" Kate caressed William's face. "You won't be inadequate, because we're a team. We're a family. Together, we're strong." David, listening to these confessions, realized that even the strongest people had vulnerabilities. This wasn't weakness. This was humanity. The recording was almost over. Morning light was seeping in from outside. William and Kate were lying embraced. "Kate," William spoke one last time, "I'll never forget this night." "Me neither." Kate rested her head on William's chest. "Tonight, we were truly ourselves. Not prince and princess, just William and Kate." "And I love you even more." William stroked Kate's hair. "Me too," Kate smiled. "Now I can sleep, because I know that whatever happens tomorrow, we'll face it together." William held Kate tightly. "Yes, together." The recording ended in silence. Only the sound of two people breathing could be heard. Peaceful, calm breaths. David took off his headphones. His eyes were teary. His hands were shaking. This wasn't just an audio recording. This was the most intimate form of love, power, vulnerability, and humanity. This is a historical document," he murmured. People should know how human the royal family is. David didn't know what to do with the recording. It was too private, too personal, but at the same time, it was so powerful. He listened to the recording again. This time he noticed different things: Kate's strong stance, William's honest vulnerability, their endless love for each other. This recording, David spoke to himself, gives people hope. It shows that even the strongest people are fragile, but love overcomes everything. David decided to keep the recording in a safe place. Maybe one day it would be used to make a note in history. Maybe no one would ever hear it. But this recording was proof of how real William and Kate's love was. That day, David Harrison wasn't just a technical expert. He was a witness to history, and this witnessing had changed his life forever.